The rise of China poses a massive challenge for Europe. As one EU strategy document from 2019 puts it, Beijing is now a partner, a competitor, and a systemic rival all at once. Underpinning these developments are essentially three main drivers. First is a sense that China is not liberalizing, economically and politically, neither at home nor in terms of its increasingly assertive international role. Second is a growing concern about China's influence in Europe and its neighborhood. Chinese companies have acquired critical European technologies and infrastructure, and its diplomats and media have weighed in more aggressively on internal European matters in recent years. Third is the changing US policy towards China under President Donald Trump, and the growing pressures European countries and governments face from Washington to take a firmer stance, especially on technology issues such as 5G and semiconductors. China's uncertain handling of the coronavirus pandemic and its efforts to make new inroads in Europe through massive assistance operations, propaganda, and influence campaigns have largely misfired as more Europeans now question China's motives. As a result, Europe's China policy issues have become turbocharged, renewing the interest in expanding the screening of Chinese investments or limiting Chinese state-subsidized companies to the European procurement market, pushing back against Chinese disinformation and political influence, diversifying medical supply chains out of China, and enhancing measures to protect cyber and telecommunications networks, all this in the name of European sovereignty. As Europe's perception of China becomes less naive and more realistic, its strategy towards China will need to keep pace and adapt. Europeans share many of the US concerns about China, but they won't take the same zero-sum view that has propelled the US-China rivalry, and are afraid of being stuck in the middle between the two competing superpowers. And European leaders certainly hope that the next US presidential election in November will set the stage for better transatlantic cooperation going forward. Europe's challenge will be to overcome its own internal divisions which China readily exploits, as it defines a more robust strategy towards China. While trade and investment will remain the top issues, the trick will be to devise a broader strategy for both competing and cooperating with China at the same time. Here, Europe will also need to better spell out what actions it is prepared to take to counter the broader political and security challenges that China is posing, such as better protecting European technologies and know-how, reforming multilateral institutions, and going beyond just expressing grave concern to actually imposing real costs against Chinese human rights violators, such as in Hong Kong. But Europe cannot meet these challenges by going at it alone. It must combine efforts to both strengthen its own internal sovereignty with building out partnerships with key like-minded democratic allies in Europe, North America, and Asia. Europe often likes to pride itself with standing up for multilateralism and values, but increasingly how the continent deals with the China challenge over the coming years will be a key test of this commitment.